helps your stress level. That's for sure. Even if you don't have stress, it's still a great activity because you feel joy. Don't you feel joy when you?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, you feel joy once you make the effort and you get up early in the morning and you do whatever you have to do. We all feel good about it.
Yes.
You feel really
But
good.
at the same time, it's also very exhausting.
Yes, it is. It is, but वो नहीं कहते मीठा दर्द. It's like an exhaustion that you like. Yeah,
It's mentally exhausting.
yeah, and you're happy with the kind of exhaustion. It's not like mazduri wala exhaustion, for example. Good feeling of tiredness in the body. Yeah, of course you can.
So suppose you're having a bad day and you're like, I don't want to talk to anyone. I just want to go to work. So
That's most of my days.
that's most of it. Okay. That's most of it.
No, that's a joke.
Okay, that's okay. So can I ask you one thing? Are you a foodie?
Yes, so that's why I'm overweight. No?
Yeah. And I've also heard that you're health conscious.
No, I'm health conscious to the extent that as you grow older, and if first of all, if I want to continue running properly, then if I'm going to eat an ice cream every day, it's going to become
That's a
difficult,
problem.
right? So that automatically limits certain things. I love sugar. I love salt. So I would, if you give me a choice, I would be eating ice creams and chips every single day of my life. But obviously, some things अपने आप drop हो जाते हैं, as you try to stay fitter, and it's more difficult as you grow older because it's harder to lose weight and keep it in check. And then various other things come along, so you try to reduce your sugar.
You love sugar, but then you also have to limit it, right?
Yeah.
How do you balance that?
Yeah, I'm not very good.
Okay, you're not
I'm not very good. So for me, actually, it's better not to have any at all.
any. Okay.
If I'm really in the zone, then I wouldn't have any.
Okay.
But आजकल ऐसा नहीं है. That is
But
why
cheat meal.
ये 3-4 किलो वहीं है. I mean, yeah. All I would say is that what I see now is that physical activity has really taken a back seat. Generally overall, and everybody gives various reasons for it, and this is given a big share of the blame. इसकी वजह से. I do feel that anybody who starts physical activity that really enjoys it. Most people. I really felt that by getting so out of shape, I really did myself a lot of damage. At the end of the day, it didn't work for me. So a little bit of balance is good. But as kids, we have, like, for example, just if you look at the school, there are so many opportunities just to, okay, you don't have to learn anything specific, but just go out, play. People come and say, we have only 2 games period, but those 2 games period also, what are you doing? If you look at it, all the girls are walking around, gossiping, basically. खेल तो कोई नहीं रहा. So वो 2 games period का भी क्या मतलब है? Or the swimming pool is empty. For class 9 to 12 children, it's empty, right? Until class 8 is full. So physical activity is really this thing. I think the people who have the most fun in school are people like her, who are, in the morning, they're starting their day bilkul the right, the best way. Really grateful. I'm very grateful that I have physical activity in my life.
So do you consider running as more of a mental challenge or a physical challenge?
I think
Or is it both?
I think it's both, and I think that coordination between mind and body is the game. Yeah. Sometimes it can be mental. Just now I'm recovering from an injury, so it's physical.
Okay.
Yeah. So both. I think the mind and body both come into
Both.
it. Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So is there any moment from your marathon journey that you want to share with us?
Every run is quite unique in its own way. So I'll give you some examples of some of the runs that I've done. So for example, I have run, you may or may not know, there's something called the Mumbai Marathon. Yeah. So that happens every year in January. So I've done it continuously now for the last, I think, 13 or 14 years.
So every year.
Every year, yeah. So my first marathon was the 2011, and I've run every one, single one of them since
Yeah.
then. And each time it's a different experience
Yeah.
because sometimes you're feeling better, sometimes you're not, sometimes your shoe bothers you, sometimes you're running with a bit of an injury, sometimes it's too hot,
Yeah.
sometimes the weather's good.
Yeah.
It can just be different. You can start off very confident and then suddenly say, you know, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And then you feel like a king when you finish, all that happens. Then I have run, of course, many marathons, but I also enjoy running longer races. So longers are called ultra marathons, right? You know, so ultra marathons can be any um, distance above 42 kilometers. You know, a marathon is 42
40
kilometers. So this will be above. So anything above, say, 50 kilometers. So I have done many runs which are like 80, 100. Those also are very, very interesting for me because when you are in those runs, then it's your mind and your body, that game between the mind and the body, right? So the mind is saying कि क्या बेवकूफ़ी है क्यों कर रहे हो ये पागल हो गए
Yeah.
स्टॉप नाउ इनफ हो गया 60 किलोमीटर हो गए और कितने करने and the body is saying नहीं अभी मैं कर सकता हूँ or then the body is collapsing and the mind is pushing through and it's saying no I'm going to finish, you know. So that whole thing of coordinating the mind and the body, I find that a very exciting, a very difficult and but very beautiful run in Ladakh last year, and I'm supposed to be doing an even longer one this year.
Yes.
That was where you are